Guys, it's your boy, it's your man, DJ King Kannon DC. Once again, coming to you live in effect. And tonight's topic is a little different, but not too array from what we're usually doing here um, at the street therapy situation. Um, any requests or if there's anything you'd like to know, my sample's not working. What's going on here? I should have checked that before I tapped in. Um, Feel free to drop it in the chat. If I can see your messages, I'll definitely reply to you and let you know how I'm feeling and what's going on. But tonight's conversation is a good one, I believe. That was suggested to me. I don't believe it's a good one, but it was suggested to me. So we're going to run with it. But long distance relationships. Let me take a sip on that. Some of the best water in the world. Sliced cucumbers, a little lemon, some lime. Mm, Get your life together, people. Okay, so long distance relationships. Was it you fart? Was that a fart? Um, Long distance relationships. What do you consider a long distance relationship? Because I'm here in DC right now, in the nation's capital, and for a lot of people in the District of Columbia, especially the ones that are public transportation babies, if you live in a place like Wardorf, Maryland, I hope I said that right, that could be considered a long distance relationship in this area because it could be considered a long distance relationship because a lot of people just not willing to take that ride, man. You know, it's a and I'll say we're probably, I'm just doing the time in my head. We're probably 45 minutes to an hour from the Ravens field. So that's downtown Baltimore. And some would consider that a long distance relationship, which is the same distance from DC to Waldorf. It might be 35 instead of 45, but it's a 45-minute drive. Um, and fairly straight shots. But people would consider those long distance relationships. Some people, I didn't say myself, but some people would consider those long distance relationships. So my question tonight is, what is a long distance relationship to you? And would you consider a long distance relationship? And what are some of the circumstances that you would consider a long distance relationship? Um, I know this isn't an opinion based show, but it is my show. So I'll tell you guys my opinion on what I feel about long distance relationships. I think they are trash. Okay. And I feel that way because I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to sink in tonight. I'm going to sink in tonight. I'm gonna sink in. Y'all can see I got my pajama tee on. This ain't even. I didn't even get dressed for this live tonight because this just hit my heart. It hit my brain. It hit my head. And I was watching a new series on. Oh, I got so much to talk to y'all about what I've been watching on TV lately. Long distance relationships. That's the topic for tonight. But I'll get back to what I've been watching on TV because it's just been interesting. I'm trying to get comfortable with this right here in front of me. Wait till I get my other mic out the closet. Uh no, it didn't pop up. You in Cultureville? Because you know your other one doesn't pop up. Yeah. So welcome into everybody in the chat. Drop a one if you're here. But tonight we're talking long distance relationships and what do you feel about the long distance relationships that are going on? And what do you consider a long distance relationship? Like I said, some people don't consider certain relationships long distance, certain distances long distance. What are the circumstances that you would want to be in a long distance relationship? And I was going into detail for myself and what I consider not consider a long distance relationship. And the definition of most long distance relationships is when you can't see this person on a regular basis because you live at such a distance that it's a journey to even get to that person. So, of course, society and time makes things a lot easier nowadays. Being in a FaceTime, a voice message, generation, you can kind of offset some of that long distancing. You don't necessarily have to be in that long distance. But for myself, and I'm going to speak on myself on why I feel that long distance relationships are trash. They are completely trash to me because I'm an affectionate type of guy. I like to I like to be skin to skin at night, and to be phone on the chest or phone in your hand, you falling asleep on the phone. That's elementary to me. What are we doing here? We grown ups. We can't be next to each other. We can't be in the same. Yeah. I like it every day. I like that affection every day. I like to miss my person. I like for me to either go to work or them to go to work. And then at the end of the day, we come together as a collaborative group and we are together engaging in grown up activities, grown up things. I'm rubbing her feet, running her bath. I'm doing these things on a consistent basis, and when it's time to sleep at night, we huffing and puffing. I'm snoring, she's listening, she's snoring. I'm putting my finger in her butt at night. It's funny, you know what I'm saying? That these are the things that are make the relationships to me a sustainable relationship engaging to me. And of course, my these views and opinions are mines and mines alone. I'm sure some people might understand what I'm saying. And for the ones that don't, hey, I get it. You might live in a different world. I know we live in a cyber world now where some people are cool with this is swipe culture as well, where they're swiping through people and they find somebody they like and they're having a text relationship, and then they build stability off of just texting somebody, or they build stability just off of having a couple of conversations with someone. Me, I like tangible things. I'm still a physical guy. I still like having cash money in my pocket from time to time. Yes, I have credit cards, but I also like holding my cash. I like to feel it. I like to smell it. I like to taste it sometimes. I want to put my face in it sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. Please put questions is in the chat, please. In my ear, I can't hear anything that you people are saying in the earphone. But for myself, so today the chats are anybody in the chat, just drop a question. If you're interested in long distance relationship or if you're in a long distance relationship, let me know how it's going, how it worked, and what's the stability of a long distance relationship. I was going to say sustainability, but stability as well of a long distance relationship. What is it like? What is it? What is the worth? What is the value? And I understand certain circumstances make people have to be forced into long distance relationship. I was watching Die Hard 1 a few days ago. Everybody, that is a Christmas film. So for anybody that's wondering, Die Hard 1 is a Christmas film. I believe 2 is a Christmas film too. They're having their Christmas time. So I believe those are Christmas films. And they came out around Christmas time. So I was watching this and Bruce Willis' character, John John McClane was him and his wife. He was living on the East Coast in New York. His wife got a job for buku bucks for a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate business in Los Angeles, California. She had to roll. She had to go. Now, granted, they were already having problems in their relationship, but that distance didn't help the relationship either as well. And I understand. I have a lot of military family. I have a lot of military friends. I have a lot of military who are with no option other than to have a long distance relationship. And I'm gonna tell you from just my visual of these military relationships, they are trash. The guys, the people that are getting deployed, they out there cheating and living a whole never life, and the ones that are staying home, they got taking care of the house, living on the barracks or off base, and they had a whole boyfriend or girlfriend, a whole situationships going on. And I'm not saying all of them are doing this, but some that I've encountered, they going through it. They are going through it, and I just think that that is some of the weirdest spaces to be in. So I'm not knocking getting deployed. Of course, salute to you and all the services that you provide and protecting and providing for for our country that we live on and giving us our freedoms and helping to assist in that. That's a wonderful thing. But the problem is y'all out here humping like dry puppies in the wintertime. Like, what's going on? Y'all in heat. I don't know. And it has to be insane to be a person that's dealing with a military person. First off, these are some of the most athletic, in shape, gorgeous built body people in the world because of the workout regimen that they have to go through. Now, you telling me they putting y'all on distant islands, boats for 6 months, one fat butt joint just sitting there and 25 guys. Come on now. Come on. Let's be realistic here. Let's be human people here. Let's think about the human nature of this. Okay. Oh man. Cultureville just tapped in. I believe that's what that says. Cultureville television. I can't see the number. Oh, I forgot my glasses. 7093. Cultureville Television 7093. Shout out to you. Big up to you. I don't know if I can make you an admin in here, but if I can, let's see. Okay. I won't do it, but I don't know if I can do it anyway. Cultureville says, what about the incarcerated relationships? Again, I'm going to give my personal opinion on incarcerated relationships. Okay. All right. This is mine. I don't want anybody to get offended. I don't want anybody to get upset. Trash, recyclable trash, garbage. Okay, and I'm gonna use this as an example of how trash I think incarceration relationships are. Okay. Hey, you with a grown ass. Let's say this is a now I'm gonna tell hold on. There are some bad women in prison that hey, if you're looking for a boo thing or something, I'll be your pen pal, I'll be your best friend. Psych. No, I'm good, man. Yeah, that space is very tough. The incarcerated relationships, I think it takes a very strong bond initially. Again, these are the views of myself. I'm sure people that are locked up are like, yo, but I think it's people out here who taking these incarcerated relationships and blowing them up because they really want to take a chance to hold on. Hello? Yeah, I'm on live right now. Okay. We're talking about incarcerated relationships. Yeah. I think they're trash. I do. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell your aunt to put some money on your books. Okay, Uncle Derek. Peace. Anyway. But I believe that they are absolutely garbage. I think that distance in that relationship makes it so far fetched that it is impossible to even consider. How are you holding somebody down? You might as well get a dude that don't have a job that's in the streets. You what? At least you can touch him every day. At least you can argue with him. You got to wait from 10 to 2 for this person to call you on a consistent basis. You got to put money on their books. You gotta make sure they all right. Hope that they didn't get stabbed in the throat today by some crazy person. I mean, it is absolute insanity to deal with somebody this currently incarcerated. If you didn't have a tangible relationship with that person before they went in, I met somebody, and I meet people all the time because I'm a pretty open guy. I'm not I mean, they say I'm arrogant. A lot of people say I'm a but I just don't know you, man. That doesn't mean I'm arrogant. I just don't know you, man. And I'm pretty confident in myself. So I don't think that's arrogance. I believe I'm just confident in myself, guys. I mean, why wouldn't you be? You all should have the same confidence in yourself. But for those who don't, figure it out. So I met someone whose family member is in a relationship with someone who was incarcerated. But on top of them being in a relationship with someone who's incarcerated, their, let's say, I'm not going to say husband, I'm going to say their child's father was incarcerated before this. The person that they're and came home and ended up passing away. When they passed away, I'm gonna assume that the celly of the person that passed away ends up getting into a relationship with the dude's chick or baby mother or whatever, that like he waited or not waited, but he passed and he's like, yeah, well, I always had feelings for you and all this and all that. Like now it's his opportunity. And guess what this crazy woman is doing? Sending this man money. He got like 35 years in prison. And you telling me that you really want to be in a relationship with somebody this bad? Is it that bad out here for men on the streets? Yes, I'm in a wrinkled t-shirt. This is my pajama shirt. Don't judge me. If you do, I don't care. Judge your mama's stanky vagina. But listen, what is going on with the relationships that make you want to have a conversation with someone that's incarcerated? How do you even start this conversation? Some of these people that are incarcerated are in there for a reason. Some of these people that are incarcerated have golden tongues and can bring something out of you. Some of you women that are insecure and want to know where your man is at all the time. So you think being in prison, having an imprisoned guy is the best place to go? I wish I could run. Wait until I put this software on here so I could show videos of women. And that joint got the lazy collar too. Let me put that up right there. I wish I could show. I'm gonna get this software on here so I can start showing you guys videos that would show uh situations where uh people that I could react to these videos, because I saw a video one time and the lady was like, yeah, I like having my man locked up because I need to know where he at all times. Like, who are you dealing with? What are you talking about? What type of relationships have you been in that you need a constant supervision, a CEO basically to watch your child, to watch your partner? That's insanity. What type of guys are you dealing with? A little too much lemon, but I'll take it. I don't believe in love. Love is an action, not a word. Have I ever tried a long distance relationship? That's the next question coming from Cultureville Television 7092. Shout out to Cultureville Television once again for tapping in on the screen. Um, have I ever been in a long distance relationship? Yeah, how would I know? How would I know that I don't like them if I haven't been in one? Of course, I've been in a long distance relationship. It's ridiculous. It's for, and I don't want to use this term because I probably get banned or blocked for using this term. It's for you retarded motherfuckers that don't understand. I hope I can say that on here. It oh, I'll take that back. It's for people. Okay, so it's not for me. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I was a person that couldn't handle it. Maybe I'll put that into perspective because I'm not on here telling you guys that I'm a perfect man. I'm a perfect image, even though I'm pretty close to it. But not being fully perfect, of course, I have to understand that I do some things that are sometimes sketchy in life as well. I'm still learning this life, trying to figure out my credit score, trying to figure out how to grow and invest in the right things. Life is a gamble. We take gambles, we take risks. Some are good, some are bad, some are not. You get into that relationship. That's how I understand mentally who I am, because I've experienced a long distance relationship and tried to make it work. And it was terrible because There are lots of temptations out here, and I'm not saying that you need to have someone here on top of you like a CEO to hold you accountable. But if excuse me, I think I burped in it. If I'm in a relationship and there's no space or time or peace to see you, how can we grow the relationship? Relationships are supposed to be seeds that are planted to grow into to giant oak trees that have the billion rings around them, with that accumulates and accounts for every year that you've been involved with this person. So why would there's a chat, but that means you have to pay attention and be more attentive to that person. But how can I be attentive and pay attention if you're not in my presence? I mean, you're not here. How can I strongly and truly help you, and I can't even be around to feel your energy? Sometimes a person can say, well, I just don't feel good, I don't want to talk about it, and it could just be a mood thing, or it could be something really going on. But if you're on the phone trying to figure that out, it's like trying to understand emotions on the text message. How 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 can I understand if you're being sarcastic, if you're being funny, if you're being facetious? How can I say that you're being any of these things and it was just like, eh, good morning, and you like, well, what does good morning mean? Oh, my bad, typo. Just meant to say, hey, good morning, but it said good morning. It just, the vibe alone, it's like having a text message relationship. That's another thing similar to a long distance relationship. How are you entering these relationships with people that you don't have verbal communication with, physical communication with? Like sometimes back in my day, many moons ago, I used to have women in my day, and some women would want to be led into what to do, right? And I mean, when it comes to the bedroom magic, right? Most women do want to be led on, but there's a sometimes everyone's uh arousal call was different. And I'll say some people would give a look, some people might touch. I had a female one time, she used to touch the palm of my hand, and that was supposed to be my cue to say, hey, yeah, let's get to it. Drop them draws, it's time to go. Working man 7587, what up, champ? And some women would say, hey, they you grab them, touch them certain places, and it's instant, it's go time. So I would say for that, communication is physical, it's verbal, it's emotional. You can't receive that same energy from someone who's A, incarcerated, A, B, overseas, A, miles and miles away from you. You can never connect that energy. But I understand that there are different levels of intimacy as well. I'm not sitting here saying that there's only one way to get to know a person. That would be insanity on my behalf if I was saying there's only one way to get to know a person. No, you can get to know people on multiple levels because you have emotional connections. You have, like some people have these quote unquote work wives and work husbands. Yeah, I put quotations in there because that's fake-ish to me as well. But now, if you're engaging in one of those, of course, you guys are with each other 8 hours a day. You guys are getting to know each other. You're around each other. You know what each other kind of likes to eat. You know what you don't know. You don't like certain things, and you understand this person because you're around them so much that you start absorbing their energy. And everybody has energies that you can process. So trying to process energy from a text message or an email or a DM, that is almost insanity. You need to put yourself in position with these people where you're physically around them, and that way you can tell how long is this situation going to last. What type of ship do you want to be in? Some people are emotionally disconnected, and those people I would request and require them to get some sort of therapy to find out why are you emotionally disconnected. Why can't you communicate with your partner and tell them, hey, you've got the heat at 90 degrees, I like it at 78. But instead of telling them that, you're walking around the house sweating with your drawers off, and you're huffing and puffing and irritated and upset, and they have no idea why. But instead of you just communicating, hey, I don't like it at 90 degrees. Yeah, it's 10 degrees outside, but I don't like it 90 degrees in the house. Matter of fact, I like to sleep with the fan on. And that might irritate you, like, to pieces. It's 12 degrees outside. Why do we have the fan on? And I think communication is the key in every relationship, not just a long distance relationship. I think you need to communicate in every facet, in every situation, and use situational intelligence to figure out your partner that you're trying to process these emotions with, because everyone is different. Everyone lifestyle is different. People weren't raised the same. Some people are dealing with childhood trauma. Some people are dealing with adulthood trauma. Some people are just plumb loco. But if you don't go and sit down and talk to this person, how would you know who you dealing with? You can definitely have a Dahmer on your hands, and you have no idea, because guess what we doing? We chit chatting, text messaging back and forth. I have no idea that there are people who are out here in relationships with people for years, and they never met them. They never met them. There are people in relationship with incarcerated people, and they've never met them in person. There are people throwing the love word around, and they've never met them. And I find it tough to find that um, you can be in love with someone that you rarely even know. That you can be in love with someone. I believe that people are using this love word, and that's why I say apologies are just words. Show me by action. The L word is just a word. Show me by your action. Show them by your action. Now, I'm not saying go do something wrong or get caught for doing something wrong, and then you're going to buy some flowers. Yeah, that's a nice action, but man, throw $1,000 in her bank account. You know what I'm saying? I was just discussing with one of my good friends. Do something when you're not. Do things when you're not in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Buy her some flowers on the days. This doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. Go. Matter of fact, this week, find out what your partner likes, and if it's a good meal, if it's a good movie, if it's a we can't keep using sex as the catalyst for relationships. So don't throw on that same dingy lingerie and try to come, yeah, can I get some of this. No, let's not do that. Let's think outside the box, and with the people who we're in love with, that we can show them that we're in love with them. That's why I say that the long distance relationship, to me, in my a personal opinion, and I'm sure everyone has an opinion, but this is my channel, so my opinion is that they are trash, complete trash. And people are trying to give me the, oh, well, you might need therapy because you have trust issues. I probably do, but whoop dee doo. And I'm not saying that I couldn't be in a long distance relationship because I wouldn't trust the person. I'm rarely around people that I don't trust anyway. I don't really communicate well with people that I don't trust. So for me to say that I have trust issues with people, that could be a trust issue right there alone. But I make sure I'm gonna tell you like this. To be in my world, I don't fully trust anybody. I don't fully trust my own mother, and she gave birth to me. Her trust with me is probably, I put my trust in people is similar to cell phone, what your cell phone is. Okay, so what's the percentage in your cell phone? For the people that are in the chat, for the 8 or 6 people, I believe that says up there, they need to make that stuff bigger. YouTube, you got to work on that. For the 6 to 8 people in the chat, what's the percentage on your phone right now? Right now, the percentage on my phone is 84%. That's probably the amount of trust that I have for my own mother. About 84% trust. And I'm being honest with you. That's not why. But I believe 24%. Yeah, that right there. Who was that? Demon old smack. I think that's what that says. Or demon old smack. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Demon old smoke. Okay. Okay. Burn something, Demon. Burn something. In that position at 24%, that's where I am with most humans. You have to almost show me that I could trust you. I don't trust anybody. And people find it weird for me that I don't trust people, but people will tell me I've heard things from I can put you in movies, I can put you in television shows, I can I can put you on radio, I've heard all types of pitches from human beings. I can get you more events, I can get you more DJing gigs, I could get you I feel like Snoop in that Murder Was the Case song where he's like, your eyes are closed, bring it to me, what you want. Oh, for real, never to smoke weed, never to. Oh, I feel like they just bring all types of stuff my way, and I kind of just look at people and shrug and say, "Yeah, yeah, I hear you." Until you show me what can be done, hey man, you probably at about that 24% that the mono smoke has and on that phone. You probably at 24%. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Until it becomes tangible to me, I don't trust it. And that's for most humans. I don't think you could trust any human 100% because most of them gonna let you down, especially if you put a lot of faith and currency into these people that are out here. Most of them are just winging it. Most of us are just winging it. Now, I do have mentors that I look up to for advice, but even those mentors do stuff that I have to sit back and scratch my head and say, this mother, if it's crazy. What are you talking about? What are you doing, man? What seriously? What are you doing, man? What are you doing with your life? You out here, and this is not my personal life. I'm just going to throw examples out here. You're a pastor at a church who's cheating on your wife with 2 midgets and 3 strippers, and you're trying to have, I'm sorry, little people with 2 little people and 3 strippers, and you're telling me what I need to do and how I need to be righteous in my life and what examples I need to set in my lifestyle. Come on, you cannot be serious. You can't be serious. And I'm just throwing this out here as examples. This is not obviously going on in my life, but I'm just saying it gets difficult to trust when it comes down to that. What? And I'm gonna read these out loud so y'all can tell that I am dyslexic and I do have a second grade reading level. What if you find the perfect woman for you, but she lives far away? Let's say another state. That's the only. I guess that's supposed to be red flag. I'm assuming they're sending that from an Android because that looks crazy to be a red flag thing. But Cultureville Television 7093 looks like a little wrench on there too. I don't know what that means. All right, Cultureville, you've got good stuff. So now I will say this, and again, these are my personal views, and y'all personal views do matter to me. One night I was DJing somewhere and I forget where, but I ran into a woman that was so thick. Let me see if I still got that picture in my phone. That was so thick, and she was from South Carolina, but for some reason she was in DC. I forget where I met her at. And when I say we had a ball, we went to I'm gonna see if I got her picture right here. And if I do pull this picture up, if I do pull her picture up, guys, don't you be trying to find my girl. Okay, that's still my woman to this day. To the day. We still engaged. What we got? My man trying to get a piece of that cake. Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. I mean, it was more than that though. Like I said, she physically met what I would be attracted to. Mentally, we had great conversation in a short period of time. But again, relationships are honeymoon phases. So that could have just been a honeymoon phase, and she could have been a real itch at the end of that honeymoon phase. As far as I know, I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't know. But uh okay, so what happened with that situation was it was just the distance was too far. The distance was too far for two people who weren't trying to make it where, and that's another thing. You trying these long distance relationships. How you in a long distance relationship and your partner don't even drive? How they gonna come see you? Okay, y'all in another state, they don't drive. Okay, they don't drive. Okay, that's cool. It costs to fly. They job at McDurrell's doesn't pay enough for them to fly out to come see you. You know, it ain't Diddying if they flying to come see you because they miss you. It's Diddying if you pay them and saying when you get here, I'm gonna give you a few dollars. That thing on off. That's when it's Diddying. But we're not gonna get into that. And I saw his kids 2 weeks ago. Shout out to them young brothers, man. They little cool dudes, man. I just hope they wasn't. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, so I believe it was North Carolina or South Carolina where she was from. But it just, I tried it. No. I tried it for a couple of days, and the connection was cool. But when it when it got to the phone thing, it's like, so when I'm gonna see you, and then come to really find out that she was still not in a relationship, but still not over her ex relationship. So for me, I got tired of being uh that that conversation piece. And he. How about these? How about you worry about these two brown beans over here? These Jones need to go on that wall you got over there. That's what I was trying to do. My man, like you say, was trying to get a piece of that cake. You said our house. Red flag. I feel you. Yeah, red flag. Exactly. Red flag. Red flag all day. I'm with that. Yeah, that really didn't have anything to do with the distance. But again, like I said, her physical look, man, I would have took that drive. Where we going? Charlotte? Where we going? To Lusky? Where we going? Where Penn, whatever, where you at? I'm on the way. If you saying these cheeks is getting clapped, hey, I'm on the way. I'm on the way. I'm on the way. But just for that, and for me, that could just have been a bad experience. But I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. If I got that picture, boy, y'all be like, I see what you mean, champ. I see what you mean. And my homie seen her. My homie seen her. I got a buddy that plays for a band. He was at the house. She came through the house before she rolled out. And his cock, I'm sorry, I can't even say that. I probably would have had a shot to at least eat it if he wasn't there. Straight to Miami. You going to Miami to get some? Vagina is very expensive in Miami, okay? From my experience being in Miami, it is very expensive vagina down there. And I don't mean just expensive in the cost for paying for it, because I don't know what that's about. But I'm just saying, just being around, because you want to go out on a date, you want to go hanging out, you want to do some stuff, and don't pull up looking like you got money down there, because it's definitely gonna cost you a little bit of influence to get to the yellow brick road. But the other day my live had cut off, and I don't know what happened. Maybe somebody called me on this number. I don't know what happened, but I think we were talking about what was the conversation? Oh yeah, do I want to get back into that? Because I'm still on this long distance relationship thing. I can go on and on about a long distance relationship. I believe they're trash. I believe they're dumpster fires. I believe that long distance relationships are some of the worst things that you people as humans can do. Incarceration relationships are terrible. Yes, I had a bad experience with a long distance relationship, but I just feel like they are absolutely worthless. You know, military guys, y'all cheating on each other. YouTube guidelines, brothers. YouTube guidelines. Oh, my bad. Did I go over it? I don't. Well, they didn't send me a warning, so thank you though. I appreciate that. I'll stay inside the guidelines. I don't know what I said, but we'll leave it at that. I'll keep it PG-13 because you know. But yeah, how do I say it? Oh, chicken. I got muted. Nah, I'm not muted. I just wasn't talking. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I see that. Yeah, I was still looking for that picture. I was still looking for that picture, guys. This is a couple years ago. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. Because you know, iPhones be telling your location on the picture. You could just put in the location of where you took the picture at, and it'll. You put that down there. You put that down there. I hope I'm saying your name right. Demon old smoke. Long distance relationship is a problem waiting to happen. Brother, you just landed that private jet perfectly. If my samples was working, I would give you one right now. You just landed that private jet at the black airport private perfectly. It's trash. I mean, I don't know how you people are out here running around thinking you can be in a relationship with someone with zero accountability. When that itch get the itching and that chick want to get it, she's going to go get it. Now, he want to get some, he's going to go get some. The only thing that you can do is have a conversation and be clear with each other on what you want to do. Where y'all going with this? What we doing? Do I get a hall pass? Can I go out here as long as I don't fall in love? As long as I believe I was told this story one time about, let me take a sip on this. Liquid Death. Some of the best mountain spring water you'll ever taste. That's usually what I get with the cucumber blend. I usually put the Liquid Death in there. This time I got a cup from one of the delis in the area. Not going to shout them out because I never eaten there before. So, no. I had to do something there, and I picked up. I was like, "Yo, can I get a water cup to go?" Uh, you got to scratch that itch. Round of applause. Round of applause. So now, what do you do in that situation? Do you ask for a hall pass? Do you ask for and for people that don't know what a hall pass is, that's when you on your partner are in agreement that you can try something with another person as long as it doesn't come back to destroy the relationship that you're in. I believe communication is definitely the key in that. But how sustainable are you? How much communication can you handle when you packing this and she gets a hall pass as well for a dude packing this and he comes and can you handle that? Can you handle that? Can you handle that? If you get a pass, do she get a pass? And if she get a pass and he come in there with the 25-incher and knock that wall down and you get back, let's say they do that once or twice and you get back to it and you slide in. I mean, you falling in here now. You falling in it now. What do? You say, hey, you gotta go retry that vinegar bath over again. What do? You call it the V card. I'm not. What is he saying in there? Not a lot. I get impatient. Okay, I think you drifting. Yeah. And what happens when you give that hall pass and she going on date number 1, date number 2, date number 3, date number 4? Meanwhile, your DMs are dry. They ain't getting you no callbacks. What you doing when you go in the drought, brothers? What are you doing when you can't hang with what you said? It's women. Women can get a man. I'm talking about we long distance relationship. How you gonna go see her and you don't drive? You a bum. You a loser. You a degenerate to earth. And you in a long distance relationship from somebody you met on the internet. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hold on, y'all. Hello, Aunt Becky. I'm not sending you no money on your books. If you in jail, you in jail. I don't care. That's your problem. How you even get this number? Who? Susie? Cutting Susie gave you my number. All right. I'll see her at the family reunion. It's all good. Look, you won't be there. Don't worry about when it is. You ain't gonna be there. You're gonna be right in there. Don't worry about it. All right, I got to go. I'm doing something. What about your kids? They ain't eat. Well, send them some of your commissary. I got to go. All right, give them some oodles and noodles or something. I didn't even get this number. Oh, Lord have mercy. Ooh, boy, y'all trying to run my pressure up tonight, man. I didn't come in here for that. But anyway, I digress. What was I talking about? All these relationships are absolutely garbage. It's a liability waiting. It's like buying insurance. It's like something you need to buy insurance for your vehicle. Because why are you doing it? Why are you in it? Is there no one local next to you? And again, there is a small space that I do hold for long distance relationships to work. I do have a percentage. I'm not 100%. They are no good. I'm probably 90 to 8. You know what I'm saying? 91, 9. You know what I'm saying? I'm somewhere around there. 91% garbage. 8% possibilities. Possible. 8%, maybe 9, that it could work out for yours, because I see people able to go into the situation where they really do love each other, right? And it's love from both parties. And they really aren't super sexual beings. So their drives match each other. Meaning every day you don't, dang, she got a nice one. Wow, I wonder if his joint is big. You know, it's not, y'all don't have that high volume of, uh, um, um, I'm trying to say it, but to stay PG. Y'all don't have a high volume of trying to do things with people. Y'all not in that situation. Y'all have eyes and desire for each other. So there is that 8% chance that I believe, 9, I'm gonna give it 9% chance that I believe that there is a chance of that long distance relationship. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give it 10, because I believe that those guys that come home from jail, they're not just out here They can be one women men, and they're not just going to come home and hit you, your girlfriend, your cousin, your sister, your auntie, your mama, your grandmama, and everything else that looks like it want to give them a little bit. I'm not going to say that they want to do that. I'm going to say there's a chance that some of those guys that are coming out that have done multiple years inside institutions can come home and be faithful and be loyal and be committed, because I believe in our strong brothers, sisters that are inside of the incarcerated penal system. They made mistakes in life and they can change just like that. And they can be one person people. And that's the other thing, is that there are people out here who want to do the work. Relationships. I started this conversation because that's what I really wanted to talk about. Relationships. I don't care what kind of ship you're in. The ships are work. If it's a friendship, if it's a relationship, if it's a partnership, if it's a situationship, it still requires work. You have to be willing, and your partner also has to be willing to accept, receive, and also give the same energy to each other. Y'all have to reciprocate the same. It takes work to do it, but it's a 10% chance in my book, but maybe in yours, you might be a part of that 10%. And I believe that you all can work them out. I believe y'all can make it. Now, my personal opinion, trash. I don't like it. I don't want to know what it's about. Unless it's, like I say, at one point, Holly Berry was the baddest woman on the planet, and every man in America wanted her. And if we were at that time and I was attracted to Holly Berry, if it was her and I lived in Cali and she lived in DC, guess what? I would be moving to DC to find out how to make this thing work, because we're not doing this long distance, because I'm thinking about that LD, that LD means she's getting LD'd out here by somebody else. When I call that phone and she ain't answering, long distance means LD. And you, brother, you don't deserve to get LD'd. Hold on. Susie, why did you give her my number? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. She went to jail, prison for stealing out of Walmart. That's her fault. I don't care what them kids eat. She should have been stealing food, not I got trying to do TV out of Walmart. That's the problem. Anyway, don't give nobody else my number. Matter of fact, I'm about to change it again so you won't have it. All right? All right? Yeah. Tell them I'll be at the funeral. Okay? Peace. Bye. Love you too, Aunt Susie. So listen, in closing, ladies and gentlemen, because I could be here all night talking about this, and I would love to, but I just want to let y'all know. Don't let your LD relationship turn into an LD from another man. A lot of lumber being laid out here. A lot of lumberjacks out here, brothers. A lot of lumberjacks. And if you don't want to get caught while your tree getting chopped down, I'd advise you to think twice about a long distance relationship. But in hindsight, the other night, we were talking about a good friend of mine. And I'm going to make this quick. I'm going to make this one quick because I could be all night with this. This was about my buddy having a ghosted relationship. And in his ghosted relationship, he was dealing with a woman who's coming to his life multiple times into his life. And they come in and they all huggy kissy and everything's cool. And then he may say something that triggers her or do something that triggers her, and she'll just go ghost on him. Poof. Houdini, my favorite magician, David Copperfield. David Copperfield made the Empire State Building disappear. Google him. So mad when I went to Vegas, he wasn't available for shows. But yes, David Copperfield. Poof, she pulled a David Copperfield on him and disappeared. And about a year went by, and she ended up popping back up. Popping back up. Wise words, wise words. Thank you. Thank you, D. That's what I'm calling you right now. DOS. That's what I'm calling because I'm not sure if it's Damon or Damon. DOS. So she came back about a year later. 6 months to a year she stayed. Poof. Disappeared again. This time disappeared a little longer. Maybe a 2 year time this time. And she comes back with a child. I'm giving y'all the short version of this story. There's more details in it, but my live ended the other day. Incidentally, I have no idea why. I'm still researching that. YouTube, you owe me an email. And she disappeared on him again. And this time she returns with the baby that's almost 2 years old. And she returns and she's giving him the update on what's been going on. She tried a relationship with this guy, it didn't work. Of course, she got pregnant. She really didn't want to have a baby. Blah blah blah, la di da di, all of this stuff. And now she's back with child. And she's back in this guy's life. And he's trying to play stepdaddy. But the baby's so young, she's still dealing with the real daddy. So it's just a bunch of mess. So she goes David Copperfield on him again. Third time. Third time with the baby. But now, on this third time, she returns and she says, she calls him. I want to play the message. Can I play the message for y'all? Because he sent me the message. Oh, I see the lights coming in. So I should play the message for y'all. I couldn't find a picture of the chick. If it comes up one day, I'll post it in my stories. She was thick, boy. Thought I had one. Anyway, um, yeah, let me see if I can play the message. Can I find it? How do I get to my messages? Who likes it? Yeah. Voice. Let's see here. Here we go. I think this is it. Oh man, I was supposed to go to a Santana Moss event last week at the Commander Stadium. Dang it, I forgot about that. I forgot, guys. Sorry, Commanders. Y'all can hit me back if y'all have another event coming up. But shout out to Santana Moss. You say what? I missed it. Oh no, I had a busy week. I really didn't have time to go. To be honest with you, I can't see where did he send a message. What was Did it delete? Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if it'll play. Oh. I got my headphones in, guys. So hold on. Hold on.
I'm just curious as to when I last spoke to you back in October, early October. No, it wasn't October. Late October. It was before Halloween. I called you twice and you didn't pick up the phone. Now, if you was like on some other shit or something like that, then say that. But I just kind of felt like the reason why I stopped being your friend is because you was playing games that day.
All right, so that's partial to the message, guys. There's a little more to it, but that's partial to the message, and that was her excuse to him to why she decided to go rogue again. Drippy, you can hear me? My microphone went out. Oh, there you go. You better. Oh, okay. That's cool. Two times. One day. Two times. That one day turned into. So, women. Women, man. You better answer that phone. So I thought you was on some funny stuff. So yeah, he sent me the. I told you this is my homie. This is my homie. So yeah, he sent me the message and I heard that. And so I believe she's back in ghost mode with him. I'm not sure if she's returned, but that was the message that she recently sent him, man, saying, "Hey, yeah, this is why I ghost you this time." I guess she felt like she needed to explain herself at this point. But I believe that has a word, and I'm not sure if it's called gaslighting or not. I'm not sure if that's the term. I don't even know where that term came from. I don't have a gas stove, but that is, I guess, gaslighting. Well, give me the definition then of gaslighting. Smoke, you got the definition. You could copy it from AI if you want, post it in there. Gaslighting. But if anybody could tell me what it is, I definitely tell people what I believe that is right there. That's just crazy talk to me. I called you two times and you ain't answer. That's all it took. I'm out. I'm out. I don't know if you was taking a nap. I don't know if you was asleep. I don't know what was going on, but you was on. I felt like that was weird. He said it just looks petty to me. Yep, smoke. Doesn't it look petty? It looks weird. It looks strange. It looks strange. So I was talking about that in my last live about that situation right there. And the thing is, I'm sure my buddy will let her come back with no question because I think this woman physically he's attracted to her and I believe he's going to come back. And when they speak again, he's going to say, "Well, I'm glad you told me why you didn't talk to me, and I understand. I'm sorry that that I missed your calls. If you were going through something, I apologize." Not thinking that, yo, this is a pattern. I just sat here and told you she's left this man three times for probably lesser stuff than that. She kind of gave you an explanation right there, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows what it could have came from? Yeah, yeah. She was literally in thought of thinking about what I'm gonna tell him on why I dipped and why I'm gonna probably be back if whatever I got going on now doesn't work out. I'm gonna come back, but that's the dichotomy of a lot of, I don't even know if that's the word to use for it, but that's the dichotomy of a lot of relationships that's going on out here. Stop accepting the lower standard when you deserve better, you deserve more. You're a king, you're a queen, you're a prince, you're a princess. Respect yourself as such and don't deal with people who put you mentally in those positions, physically in those positions, and try to demoralize you and degrade you down to something that you are not. You're better than that. And to my brother, I love you to death. You'll find something better. And that girl playing with you, player, no matter how you see it. And I'm gonna say it on here. I don't know if you're gonna see this or not. I don't know if you tapped in today. I don't know if you're gonna catch it a couple of weeks from now. But that girl is trying to play you, and she's gonna play you as long as she can. And she's gonna play with any man that allows her the opportunity to play with them. Um, until she probably needs some sort of therapy, some sort of long term trauma, some sort of childhood traumas that she's not dealing with or not trying to deal with, or something going on in her life. She's emotionally disabled or dysfunctional. And that's not your responsibility. That's something that she needs to work on and have some pride and dignity about yourself. So, with saying that, I appreciate all you guys' time. It has been fun hanging out with y'all. I'll be back. I told you I'm going 365 days of streaming with DJ King Kannon. Right now, we just putting everything together. I'm going over to another platform in about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna give y'all a 2 hour set over there. And I'm flock with eagles or walk with the chickens. Ooh-wee. Can I screenshot that? Dang. That is a dope one right there, man. Walk with bark, bark, chicken heads, bark, bark, chickens, bark, bark, chicken heads. That's what that felt like that was right there. But yeah, catch you tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful, fantastic week. MLK weekend. I told my partner what I was doing. I don't think I could say what I'm going to do tomorrow. All of it in detail for MLK Day because some of it requires reincarnating people back to life. So I don't think I can say all of that because it's going to offend them and their family. But as always, don't give people your second number, even if they're family members. DJ King Cannon. Peace.